Alright, here it is open, and it is time to paint the Dino mask. Off camera, I went ahead and goofed around a bit with some foam to kind of extend out the mask a bit. And yeah, now my entire apartment is covered in foam shavings. But I like the result, and so it's ready to paint. It's got a little chew toy to help keep its mouth open, and well, that's it. Really, just need to get started painting. I realized I'm going to be using a lot of white because the colors are going to be using a lot of white, and also I'm going to be using the white as a primer. So you will see if this lasts. I've also never worked with these kinds of acrylic paints before or mixed them, so that'll be a fun first time. Yeah. Again, if you have, if you work with, gotta unseal it. If you've worked, if you have experience with these, I am more than happy to receive advice and tips. Alright, wait, I need that. Alright, so this is my palette. I've never used a palette before too. It's like, I feel like an artist. Yeah, we're just gonna, squeeze it. Don't need to do too much right away because I don't know how much paint we're gonna be using, and it's just white to begin with. So, yeah. Am I supposed to wet the brush? I don't know. Oh, I promised myself. Okay, so I've got, this is my measuring cup of water. I just dipped my brush in that, even though I just promised myself I was going to use this lid over here as my painting thing. So you know what? I'm going to move the measuring cup off the thing. Actually, this is all set up on a dresser. We're actually right in front of my fridge right now. Yep, studio apartment vibes. Yeah, I turned the fridge off because it's really loud, but I've got an alarm to turn it back on later. Oh yeah, so let's get started. Oh yeah, so chaotic vibes today. We have thing. Cracking, yes, cracking, that's what it's called. From the Crayola Model Magic. I didn't really feel like fixing it because then it would mean I need to wait for it to cure. And so I'm just going to paint over it and see if the paint provides the structure we need. Yeah, so here we go. That feels like a lot of paint. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, maybe I should have looked up how to use these. But oh well. Oh well. It's more fun to discover it on your own. Yeah, oh, that's gonna need a few coats. Yeah, so right now we're doing a primer coat. I didn't buy a primer, so here we are. I've got a feeling I'm going to be going through a lot of this paint. Yeah. I'm not going to prime the foam because it's pretty much white already, and like this isn't technically primer anyway, so I don't know if it would really provide any benefits. I don't know. I mean, I know a primer is supposed to provide a nice base coat, but like, I remember working with when I was helping paint the family home way back when, that primers have special properties, or they can have special properties, little stat boosts to whatever you're painting on. I think one was like mold resistance. Yeah, that does sound like a stat boost. Yeah, I'm very curious about this eye. Turns out we had a lot of issues adhering around the eye. But I've got like this Mod Podge? I don't know how you say it, but it's like, it's the clear coat and sealant I'm going to be using. And it's also technically a glue, so I'm hoping that can help prevent any chipping off from the modeling substance, modeling material. This is, yeah, you've got confused. Oh, this is where I gotta be accurate. Okay. Might need to use a different brush, but I don't feel like getting it out. Yeah, we'll just kind of, oh, it's okay. Whee. Oh yeah, this is gonna be messy. But that's okay. I'm not going to paint the teeth, because I think they're a fine color already. I want to avoid painting stuff that I don't need to. So I'm not going to paint like this part, because like I think that would just get scraped up anyway, because that's like where the jaw hinges. And the green actually, look, it passes for a black, and green doesn't super clash with beige and orange. I mean, it's sort of, but I don't know, it's so dark that it's basically a black relative to the colors I'll be using on this. And this is the fun part where I gotta be really careful about how I handle it now. Oh. Or I could just set it down. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to hold. Oh, I touched where I painted. Yeah, it's okay. This is going to be a messy process, but okay. Okay, you know what? I had started this with like I kind of connected those straps so that they wouldn't get in the way, but they're kind of doing something structurally. Oh, I'm getting paint everywhere. No, that's fine. Gross, Alex. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very whimsical process. I can feel my attention leave me. And as long as we're chilling and vibing, we're all good. All good. Yeah. There we go. Now it's resting on the foam instead of the strap. Yeah, this is more stable. I've got like one of those shorts songs stuck in my head. I wonder what that song is. Yeah, also the paint seems to be doing a good job filling in the cracks. So I am happy. I am happy with that. Can I start stuff like this? Is that legal? It is legal. Okay. Looks like I need to take the toothpick and pick this thing's nose a little bit. On the left side. Yeah, you can't see it. I'll try to remember to show you. Oh, oh. Hair came off. These are very cheap brushes, so kind of to be expected. Is there like a way I'm supposed to be doing my brush strokes? I don't know. I don't know. You can have a fun little tune. The airplane going. Oh yeah, that's right, I left a little gap up here in case I wanted to run a strap through it, but I decided to mostly keep the original straps. That'll just be a nice little Easter egg? Sure, that's what we'll call it. It's an Easter egg. You only see it if someone points it out to you. Yes, it's like the coin slot. And it only takes dimes because it's small. Yeah. Wow, once again, I'm finding this very enjoyable. When I was working with the foam, I was all over the place. But that was a very experimental process. This is a very straightforward process, if a little wobbly. Actually, I need to be making sure to get, yeah, behind. Gotta get the green. Okay, I'm trying to avoid my obsessive perfectionism. Again, because it slows me down. It's good to just do it. Just do it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, rambles are going to be very rambly today. all over the place. My brain is on vacation mode, which is good. It's good to get the rest. Rest. Don't need to make sense. Whoa. Whoa. Very bouncy. I might need to support that. And maybe I'll just hold it down there. Oh wow, this is so fun. And especially like with you here, body doubling. I was trying to say body and doubling in the same word. Body doubling. It makes this so much more fun. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, it's like doing something together. And we don't even need to be in the same timeline to experience it. It's like we're time traveling right now. Yeah. Wow. Yet still getting the benefits of body doubling. I know I said that, I referenced that a lot in the previous video too. And if you don't know what body doubling is, it's essentially the idea that if you struggle with executive function, or like staying on task, or starting a task, or continuing to stay on a task, see that? That if you have someone with you, that can help activate the brain, give enough stimulation to whatever's going on in there to remind you to stay working on what you intended to work on. Right. Yeah. I live alone currently, so I don't normally have someone to body double with, so this is quite nice. I have this opportunity. Okay, we're going through this like very quickly. Should I face you towards me? Nah, maybe. Yeah, I wonder if you can hear this brush strokes. Brush. Okay, now it's time for a rotate. Get rotated. Nice. Keep it balanced. Oh, I wonder how long it takes for each coat to dry. Yeah, I haven't been using any water. I think that's okay. I learned that acrylic, or I learned and then realized that acrylic refers to the plastic. So this is a plastic-based paint, which makes me wonder what you're doing when you're washing out your brushes down the sink. I also looked up that watercolors are not acrylic, they're something else. Oh, I also learned that the Crayola model magic is a form of plastic. I think it might also be acrylic. But it uses water as a solvent, which makes sense. Although, I think that was when I was reading the AI summary, so that might not be accurate. I sometimes forget that I'm reading an AI summary, but I prefer to check my sources. Because sometimes that AI summary is just very wrong in a very convincing way. Ooh. I have been marked. Ah, I've been marked again. Okay. 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 Wow. Since I'm feeling like I want to get something done, I haven't really covered all of it. Oh, it's fine. I'm mostly just doing this primer coat just to get an even color, but it seems like it's doing it. That's right, I can do this. There, I can now do the jaw. Then rotate it again. Get rotated. Yeah, I had so much fun putting that foam on. That was the first time I've ever used a glue gun. And we were just going all over the place, all over the apartment. Just trying stuff out. And wow. Yeah, we don't need to finish sentences. If you know what that song is, let me know. It's like one of those meme ones. I think I put on them YouTube shorts and TikTok. No. No, I've been thinking about using an alternative app for YouTube, because the YouTube Shorts rabbit hole is too easy for me to fall in. And like it's fun when I intend to do it, but YouTube really wants me to watch those shorts. Like, I have a extension on my browser that disables the swiping feature, but you can't really do that on Android unless you get a whole other app. But YouTube doesn't like that either. So I'm like, I mean, I pay for premium, so maybe they won't really care. Ooh, that crack is... Oh, that's right. That's why I was doing this first coat. Okay, looks like the cracks are still fairly visible, but I kind of like them. They give it character. I know, well, after the end of claying this up, I was thinking, I think doing this via fabric would be about the same amount of effort. So next, what did I? That was inside. I did coat the green part on the other side. Yeah. So something about. I was saying something. Oh yeah, effort. Yeah, I think depending on how this turns out, I might try again. With felt. I don't want to do fur because working with fur is its own skill. I do know how to work with basic fabrics though. From my LARPing days. And I do have a sewing machine, so it makes it quick and easy. This is so fun. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those cracks actually look pretty cool. Oh, maybe that's what this dragon's gonna be made out of. Maybe the head is like kind of a stone. A stone or something, or like a earth elemental. It's kind of a fun idea. I like earth. I mean, I'm more of a fire and wind elemental, but I also really, I love the earth and water too. We are all beautiful. Oh, we've got a hair embedded up there. I wonder if I can frisk that out. Nope, it's part of the mask now. Yeah, maybe I can get around the eyes a little bit. Yeah, actually, I think. Why not? Why not? Still trying to figure out what I want to do for the eyes. I'm gonna be putting on an eye mesh. But my original idea was to kind of have a Velcro setup on the inside and do that. Have like a removable set, but then I thought, what if we had like kind of like we did the whole eye as like a design or like a foam thing that just slots in. I'm wondering how well that would work because I'm not like this isn't very flat, so I think that might be a little tricky to shape. But I just had that idea after working with it, or working with the foam. Yeah. Hot glue is very fun to work with. It's very messy. I mean, it can be very messy. It's like, yeah, this part, that's very funny, because I glued it on the inside, and then I had to kind of take it out to go around the strap, and then glued it back on the inside. Kind of a funny way of going about it. But the glue held. I mean, it sets up quick, so and it's pretty strong. Like it can take a little bit of force. Maybe I'll... Oh yeah, I tried wearing this, and it does build up heat, or like, and humidity. But if you have a little chew toy, it gives a lot of ventilation. So I'm thinking I might have a little chew toy be a prop. Yeah. I don't want to wear a balaclava under it. Just to keep me comfortable. Because this is meant to be a comfortable thing to wear. I was thinking, I know this is so inspiring to just actually get something done. So I've been thinking about a concept I've had about like a plushy robot thing character. And thinking of making a simple, or someday like a simple design. But the idea with that is that it'd be like part plushy, part robot, and it'd have like kind of the visor eyes for really good visibility. And then it'd have like an intentionally visible fan. It's like a computer fan, and that would provide cooling. Maybe like would it would it fit under the jaw, or would it be like... So jaw would probably be good, because then if you take it outside and it starts raining, then like that's not an issue. I have turned the song into a fifths progression. I wonder how much my pitch in my little whisper whistle, how much that goes through. Because I have the pitch in my head, but when I'm doing casual whistling, I don't put a lot of effort into actually producing the pitch. Okay, I think that's a good first coat, and I think it's going to be our only primer coat, because, I mean, look at that. I'm slightly concerned. Slightly, though. Let that dry out. Let's clean off the brush. So let's do this first. I remember when I used to do model airplanes, and the enamel paints were very fun because you got to use paint thinner, and you'd clean the brush by putting paint thinner on so whatever this is called, the paper towel. Wow, such a clear, descriptive name for an object. Paper towel. It's a towel that is paper. It's not every day you get words that are what they say. Alright, well, we're gonna let this dry for a little bit, and we'll come back for some more painting fun. Alright, we are back. The coat is dry-ish. Dry enough that I'm willing to do another pass. And I had an idea while I was waiting for the paint to dry. Is that we do not have to mix these two together. I could instead try a wash with the orange and see if that produces the color I want. So we're kind of looking for like a cream or beige color for like the tip of the snout and eyes. And then like a more, like a less saturated version of this color. I might have to use white for that. Now that I think about it, because I don't know too much about how color theory works in paint land. Whoa! We'll give it a go. We'll try. We'll just do a few samples on this paper. Wait. So this is the water. I gotta remind myself. This is the water that I use. Just water. It's not for paints. This is the water for paints. Yes, okay. So I'm gonna have like, do not put brushes in this one. Ooh. So I'm gonna just try different washes on this paper that I've set up. Alright, so that's like, let's see what color that is. So I want to see how well water works. Oh, wow, I am so tempted to use that. I've got to put it away. Yeah, I use that for cooking, so don't want to get paint in it. Okay, so like, oh, it's sort of a sunset color. Alright, so this sort of behaves like a watercolor, sort of. Actually, I guess a watercolor would kind of bleed more. Yeah, actually. Okay, so it seems to be that once it's on the paper, it's pretty much set in stone. Let's see what happens if I mix. If I just mix this whole thing. See what that does. Oh wow, that is very rich. Okay, I definitely want a lighter color. I need to get a dropper. Honestly, that's kind of fun. Okay. I've been eyeing this yellow. Ooh, actually, that's not bad. This yellow, I really like it. I've just been looking at it. It's like, oh, it's a very kind of dandelion yellow. I'm very tempted to use it. This orange is a bit saturated for my taste. Well, I guess it looks different on the camera. I don't know. I guess if I use like, I could do multiple coats with a wash. So I could go for purposely lower intensity. I could. Yeah. Oh, painting fun. Painting fun. Yeah, even with... Oh, I want to try that one more time. What is... Oh, okay. I think I still had some residual on the brush before. Okay, let me give that a go. I think that's a good color. Oh, you can even see it. Here, I'll show you. I think that paint is going to paint my dresser. That's okay. It's pretty cheap. Oh, maybe I should do something about it. Let me clean it up. I'm okay if this becomes the crafting dresser. I don't have a lot of space to really do stuff, so everything's kind of multi-use. Alright. Oh yeah, so the design, I realized that the snout is a little shorter, like, or the geometry, I think, lends itself to a different design than what is on my VR chat avatar. So instead of having like the snout and eyes be separate, they're going to be the same color. And it's just going to be sort of raccoon style mask with like a, with also like the front of the snout. Yeah, so we'll give that a go. And if it doesn't look good, we'll just paint over it with another coat of primer. First, I did. Ooh. I noticed that some of the paint splashed onto the foam. I'm gonna try and wash it off. Okay, oh yeah, we're gonna pick its nose. Oh, just a little booger. all clean. Wow. Alright. Well, let's just get painting. Yes, I know, like this part. Ooh. That is very washed out. Oh, it's running. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, that's about the right shade, yeah, actually. I could just do a few coats. I don't mind. I don't mind. Okay, so I know I want at least like a brush width. I think like 2 brush widths. Because as I saw in other like fursuits and dino masks, they tend to really go ham on the eyeliner, so I want to have plenty of space for that. Oh yeah, I also made a decision, or I think I have made a decision on, ooh, oh that's cool, it's gonna, like, some parts of it are gonna be a little bit more, yeah, where it pulls up, it's going, like in the cracks, it's gonna be a bit more defined in its color. I like that, that's kind of cool. I'll let the medium do the work for me. Okay, oh yeah, I think the white paint is showing up. I'm taking a little bit, so it's not fully dry, but that's fine. Alright, I was in the middle of saying something about the design. Oh yeah, the eyeliner. Oh yes, for the eyes. I think I'm gonna stick with my original idea where I have something that, like, put some Velcro on in the inside and then just have a basic eye mesh. Go up to it, no fancy. Oh. Okay, I'll probably need some structural foam in there as well, but it'll mostly be invisible. But I'll keep like the eyeliner. That was my big, what is like, it's an eyeliner? Whoa! Oh. It's okay, no need to cry. Yeah, it's just a little extra pain. It's okay to mask. Alright. This is such an adventure. Ah, that's like a perfect shade of beige. Ah. That works quite nicely. Okay, so then this is like gonna, maybe I'll have it go down to the 1, 2, 3, 4. Like past, like there. Okay. But be careful. No more crying. No more crying. Okay. So I gotta make sure I'm not wetting the brush as much. Yeah, and I'll like kind of, yeah, like a little curve down there, maybe. Yeah. Makes lots of room for that eyeliner. I think the strategy, like I don't have to be as precise in this because the orange is gonna be, I mean, since it's more of an intense color, it'll paint over pretty nicely. If I make a mistake. Just again. Just the primer coat's still pretty tacky. And so this fourth tooth, right? Yeah, fourth tooth. It just kind of follows the ridge line. And then it goes down to 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Oh, that beige color just totally works. Or peach. Kind of a peach. Which I also like. Or cream. Yeah. Yeah, those two things. Exactly the kind of vibe we're going for with this color. Yeah. The wash texture, I really like it. Yeah, kind of pretty. it's kind of funny in real life. You kind of go for consistency. But like in 3D modeling, this kind of stuff is really hard to do. Getting that nice, random, natural looking texture. You have to really work for it, but it just comes out naturally in the real world. I spent quite a lot of time trying to get the type of fur or fluff on my avatar. Did a lot of experimenting with the normal maps. It's just, I mean, it's exactly like this. Adding bumps. To make it look floofy. Kind of looks like a plush thing, which I like. Okay, look at the profile. See what the profile looks like. That hair is really standing out. It's funny. Alright. Yeah, it might. Yeah, profile. Okay. I know what I want to do. Curve this out. Just a little, yeah. Just curve it out. Oh, looks basically the same. Just gonna get a little bit on the ridge line. Oh, now I gotta add more on this side. Just so it goes. Yeah, I can do the detail work once I'm getting the base color on. Yeah, I think that's cute. I think, okay, I'm gonna whiten out this part because I know I'm really gonna want to extend that eyeliner. Oops, I picked up a bit of paint, white paint. I'm touching it, which means definitely not drying. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I don't currently wear makeup, but whenever I work on like the makeup of my avatar, it makes me consider maybe someday I'll try some makeup. I just have to frame it for myself as like a character creator thing rather than societal expectations thing. Maybe just like, cause I have to consider how the eyeliner is gonna fill that in. Cause I think I want the, yeah, even more. Yeah, really extend it. That way it can really go ham. Ooh, the partially dried wash is interacting interestingly. Cool, okay. And just same thing on the other side. Just really extend that out. Yeah. Go a little closer to the edge. Oh, I like the sound of the brush, like the flapping. Let's check out what she's doing. Oh, there's the meme song back in my head. Sweet. I'm just going to do the bottom of this now. I'm going to close the mouth for this part. I realized when I film ASMR with this, there's going to be a lot of springy sounds whenever I open my mouth. But it's because of the jaw surgery. Yeah, they had to reconstruct the jaw and put some metal in there, and now it creaks. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Oh, when I was looking up Dino mask stuff, people kind of framed it or like, sort of looked down upon it a little bit. Being like, oh, it's like a nice entry level thing, but it's not really serious. But oh, there's this this is very joyful to do, and it's something you make yourself. I think there's a lot of meaning in that. Some people modify these into like canines, which is really cool. They take a Dremel and cut out the snout and fill it in with their own shape. Yeah, yeah. Maybe it needs to be extended down a little. Let's see. Yeah, okay, because let's see how that goes in. In digital mediums, I tend to try design after design over and over again. But I'm fine sticking to the one that we end up painting. Okay, so very happy with the wash process, and we're just going to continue on with that, with the whatever you call it. You know, the base color. I got an orange. I ordered some stuff, like a hood, like a bunny ear hood, to complement this, and the bunny ear hood is red, so it'll kind of be like from beige to orange to red. Kind of nice. Yeah. Wow, this beige just turns out so a peach. I just like it so much. Yeah, I just like it. But now we're getting serious. Oh, I guess I could have added whatever. I could have added the paint into what we already had. But this way we can just push it over. Yeah, get that over there. Get that over there. Yeah. Okay. Oh yes. Get that all mixed up. Yeah, I'm basically just treating these paints as watercolors. It seems to handle it well. And we're going to be putting a sealant over it, so I don't think we need to really worry about how well it stays on. Hopefully. I mean, the paints themselves, they said I could do it. They said I could do a wash, so I have permission to do this. Yeah, if you work with acrylics, I'd love to hear about what techniques you can do with them. Oh, that's right, let's test it. I'm gonna test, actually first we're gonna get the, because this just touched like the actual, yeah, touched the pure paint, the undiluted paint. Don't want to get that out. Yeah. Yeah, kind of a nice pumpkin-y color. Do we want to go more rich than that? Oh, you know what? I could, I've got some scrap foam. Let me go grab some. All right, fresh out of the garbage. Yeah, this gives a better picture. What it's gonna look like. You know, now that I think about it, maybe it would have been a good idea to do a primer coat since I'm doing a wash. I don't know. Oh no. Maybe I should add a little red. I'm gonna do it. Just a little bit. You know, so much for the yellow. I'm going the red direction. Because we're kind of doing like a little gradient. There we go. Whoa. Just a whoa. Whoa. We're adding it to the cauldron. Can use the toothpick to encourage it. Okay. Good. Oh, I can use the toothpick to stir it up. Yes. I also have a plastic knife that I was going to use as a palette knife. Okay, that didn't really do anything. Okay, maybe it can be a little bit more generous with the red. Yes. Making a color potion. Isn't this fun? Okay, that's starting to have an effect. Okay, let's take another sample. I don't want to go too overboard with the richness, because the really rich color is going to come from the fabric of the hood. Like that's going to be like the actual main color of the costume. Oh yeah, that's looking quite a bit more red now. Actually, no, I'll do a light application and then I'll try like a heavy application. See if that looks any different. Ooh, this is getting... Ooh, yes. That's a good color. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, on the camera. This one looks quite a bit more yellow. Okay, let's compare. Yeah, you know what, let's... I feel fine committing to that. Oh, yes. Oh, wow, it's like a beautiful sunset orange. It still has like kind of a wash texture. You can see the brush strokes a lot more. Which once again, I'm fine with that, if that's visible. I'm probably going to need to do another primer coat on that. Oh, actually, let's open you up again. Oh, wow. I am in love with that color. I'm really excited to see how the color looks on the fabrics that I ordered. So, arm warmers with like a paw design. Like it's sort of like a glove that also extends down. I want to see if I can play guitar or even viola with that. I think that'd be cute. Add a little fun challenge to my playing. Oh, I think it'd be really fun to perform music publicly in a costume like that. I don't know, I went to my first rave at a furry convention last year, and it was really inspiring. Very, very inspiring. Never thought I would enjoy a rave, but oh, the vibe was just so accommodating and energizing, and like, I don't know, you saw people meeting their needs, and that helped me feel secure in meeting my own needs. And also, earplugs make the whole thing much more accessible. You know, I gotta remind myself that there are some pretty simple modifications I can make to enable me to do things. I really thank the autism community for showing me that. being able to perform publicly. Just in like furry getup, I think would be fun. Great fun. I am just loving this. This is such a beautiful color. And like now that I'm thinking about it, like now that I know how these react with color or water, you know, we could do gradients or something. Here, I'm gonna hold it. Oh wow, we've kind of got like a speckling on the foam. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm doing the thing where I'm hiding it from you again. I remembered that time. Oh, that's a lot of paint. Wow. It's so pretty. Very, very happy with the wash. That makes my job much easier too, because then I don't have to guess about how much paint I need to mix. It's okay for me to mix some excess, because I'm not using that much. Oh. I have hit a red spot. Let's paint that out. Oh, I am getting droplets on the floor. Oh well. Yeah, it's okay. It could be if I'm a little red on that side. So be it. Okay, I gotta mix this. Oh yeah, the mix is getting more red. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit of an asymmetrical gradient. Yeah. Oh, no, it's about the same shade. Oh, okay, I do need to clean that up. Ooh. Oh, I am snapping like a shark. Okay. It's like a Bob Ross video, except that I don't know what I'm doing. The joy of discovering how to paint. Now with this new transition into a redder orange, might go over this side again. Or just give the whole thing another coat. Oh no. Well, we'll see how it's looking. We'll see how it is looking. I really like this speckle texture. Yeah, the hand-painted vibe was very cute. Alright, I'm debating. I think I'm just gonna paint over it with the wash. I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's its own little object. There's no hiding it. Oh, I think I've been hiding it from you again. Have I? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the idea is that this part's going to be pretty covered up by the hood anyway. Ooh, oh yeah. It's kind of like a very brushy texture on the edge. I like that. Again, in digital, we work really hard to get these textures. Consistency is so easy. Yeah, variability is a little more tricky. I guess, I mean, not too tricky. Just need the right tool in your program. But like, especially in 3D, it can be difficult to make it look convincing. Oh, that has to clean up. We'll just clean as we go. I should invest in newspaper. I don't know if we have any newspapers. Oh wait, no, we do. We do. I mean, I don't have one here, but my local area has a newspaper. Thinking about getting a GoPro or some sort of camera that I can mount to myself. And it would enable me to travel wherever my mind takes me and know that you will still be able to see it. I'd like to do some like hiking ASMR. Or like walking about. Okay, I'm gonna try setting that down. Like this. Okay, a mannequin head is a good investment. For sure, if you are doing this. I think having a mannequin head is pretty necessary now that I've done this. Oh, I suppose you want to have a look. No worries. I know I'm kind of camera shy. Yeah. Trying not to reveal my face. I accidentally did that, but it kind of gives a nice little definition to the circle shape. You know, with a GoPro or something, or like a portable camera that is just mounted onto me, I can also rest easy knowing that I won't ever accidentally show my face. Very delicate. We could go on adventures together. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. We could take you camping. Yeah. I have a car camping setup, so and I want to use it more often. So having this little channel might just help me do that. Oh, I suppose you want to see that. Just gonna pick it up as T. Yeah. I also have a tent. Or I've accidentally stolen one. I try to return it, but the person I rent or borrowed it from does not want to get back to me. Oh, we could use that. It is a very tiny tent, though. Actually, it's not too tiny. It is a one-person tent, though. But actually, now that I think about it, I think it was fairly roomy for a one-person tent. I mean, I wouldn't fit 2 people in it, but it doesn't feel cramped. You know, I took it with me up a mountain. I did not make it to the top of the mountain, but I did get to sleep on the mountain. It was one of those mountains with permanent glaciers on it, so pretty decent altitude. But I think I made it around halfway to a very common campground, or like a kind of a campground area. It was a very nice hike, or very challenging hike, actually. Definitely the most challenging hike I've done in my life. But it was a very good experience. Yep. This is my first time hiking on a glacier. Like getting the gear for that. I ended up being over-geared for that hike for the season. But better to be over-prepared than under-prepared, even if it means carrying more stuff. Yeah, I learned something that's called glissading. That's what I had prepared for, but didn't actually end up doing it. Glissading is basically just riding down the mountain on your butt. I mean, some people glissade with their feet, but yeah, you just kind of slide down on the glacier or snow. You have to have an ice axe to control yourself. So that's why I brought the ice axe. That was the big thing that I brought up that I didn't use. I also was like very prepared for winter weather, but it was like end of August, like August, early August. And it was not much. I mean, I think it did get to freezing at night out there. But like, I was convinced to get gaiters for my ankles. I was like, I don't think I would do that again. Some people are very particular about their winter gear. I'm fine roughing it. I mean, as long as I'm not endangering myself, that's fine. Yeah, like I'd probably, like if I were doing like serious mountaineering with real risk of frostbite and all that, I'd probably wear them. I get so into the paint and I keep forgetting about thinking about what you can see. Yeah, with the mountain. What I ended up getting was special ice spikes for my shoes. Okay, time to touch this up. It's like a good. I liked that. I learned that I prefer climbing on ice than, or hiking on ice than on rock. It's just way more stable, strangely enough, or a lot more consistent. So you're not constantly adjusting your gait. Yeah, I'd like to do that again. Yeah, since that experience, I've started a yoga practice, so I might be in more or better shape. Can maybe do go further. Or do the same and enjoy it a little more. Yes. Okay, what happens if I start painting over this? Yeah, so what happens? I mean, it's like a slightly different color. Well, not that much of a difference. Oh yeah, I realized. That's right. Hey, I'm gonna copy what I did on that side on this side. Yeah. Let me give that more of a curve. Yeah. Wow. It was very dinosaur-y. Which makes sense. Very raptor with this side. We'll find a way to make it look cute. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry and Yeah, well, we'll take another break to do the eye details. The eyeliner. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, it is time to do the eyeliner. Yeah. So for this one, we're not gonna do a wash, we're gonna do a full something paint. And I'm gonna go for like a really dark red for the eyeliner. Well, there was some water in that, so I think we're gonna skip that one. A little bit of red, a lot of black. Oh, gotta open it. You can hear the refrigerant still flowing. Okay. I turned the fridge on between takes so that my food stays safe. You can just hear it flowing in the background. That's such an interesting sound. It reminds me, like, I've talked about this before, but it reminds me of, whoa. Let me turn that up. I seem to be making messes without realizing it. Interesting. Yeah, actually, let me soak that all in because we don't need these anymore. There. All right. Oh, that is very, 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 very dark. I don't mind if it's black, but I might add a little more red. I gotta remember I'm working with subtractive colors, not additive like I'm used to. Okay. Oh, it's getting some red in there. Kind of a brown. Oh, what if I added? I just like red. My eyeliner on my avatars is a shade of red. Wow. Yeah, this is like turning into a rusty brown. So it's got like sort of a digitally. Very fun. Can I push it? Can I add even more red? Let's get the air out. Yeah. More red. Ooh. There we go. Just a little bit more vibrance. Oh, I guess that's right. So, like, adding black takes away some of the saturation. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why it looks more brown than a dark red. So if I wanted to make... Oh. So I gotta think in terms of cyan, magenta, yellow. If I wanted to make a dark red, I would need to be mixing those primary colors together. Be careful about what I'm subtracting. Okay, sorry, nerding out about color theory. Not that I know too much about it, I like messing with colors when I get the chance. Yeah. Alright, so kind of a rusty brown. And, yeah. Start with the right side today. Okay. So I'm just going to slowly build this out. I don't quite know what shape. Ooh, this is not mixed very consistently. Interesting. Maybe there's a special mixing technique I need to be doing. Or maybe I just grabbed it from the wrong spot. Now I've got born this way stuck in my head. I think that's born this way. Yeah. I wonder how that crept in. Oh, oh yeah. I like this shade. Okay, I need to rotate this even more. It needs to face me. Yes. Okay. It's kind of fun if a little extra red pops through every now and again. Wow, it's sort of almost a purple hue in this lighting. Okay, so I want to be very generous with our eyeliner. This is where most of the femme look is going to come from. Oh, that's right. I was gonna add a blush. Oh, that'll be fun. Okay, this is going to be like a really... So this is also going to help make the eye look bigger. If we make the eyeliner, because, yeah. That's just what I see in like toony style fursuits. It's like just a really pronounced eye outline. So we will copy that style. I think that's mostly because of the foam they use, but nonetheless, it really helps it pop out. So, I'm losing control. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go. I said I was gonna go ham, so we're gonna go ham. Oh, that's interesting. So when it's thinner, the red really pops through, but when it's thicker, black takes over. That makes sense. It's absorbing light. Yeah, let's go even bigger. Really pronounce this eyeliner. In fact, we could give it a little point even. Right here. Yeah. I am not going to be using very much of this. Do I want to use a more precise brush? I don't know. Oops. So quiet. It's very late at night, right now. Very peaceful. I don't know what the fridge turned off. Usually there's some sort of background noise. Though I can hear on the microphone, just the microphone's own noise. It's kind of pleasant. It's kind of a brown noise, a white noise. Which is very peaceful. Okay. Okay, I think we really need to go for this eyelash. So the thing you want is that you want it to be very visible at a distance. Yeah, we'll keep it that way. I think that's a good amount. I just realized we missed a spot. Just on the inside. It's going to be pretty important. Oh. See as much, but I need to be able to see the other side. Oh, yeah, see more space where I need to fill that in. Yeah. There. Make sure to get the inside right away. Yeah. Yeah, you can see that. Again, I should have like a head-mounted camera or something. I wonder if they have like stabilized head-mounted cameras for a more chill vibe. It's probably expensive. We'll start cheap. If it seems important, we can upgrade when it's time. The thing I love about ASMR is that it's not so much about the equipment, so much as the vibe. The equipment's a nice bonus, but it's really about the vibe. The energy. I often find that the best ASMR videos from a creator are their first ones. I want to keep that in mind as I of ASMR. You know, keep the vibe chill, or chaotic, or whatever, or authentic. Yeah. Don't need to overproduce. Okay, we need more. Apparently more means much more. Okay, I need to turn it towards me so I can start figuring out the symmetry. Yeah, we need more above. Yeah. We can put more on that. Point there. Oh. Excuse you and test it. Wow. Okay, I'm beginning to struggle with my brush control. Okay, so it's a weird angle. Okay. Turn it back. Brush control might be a little bit important than symmetry. Oh, there. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that side kind of droops down a little bit, so we're gonna. It's a droopy, like droop, and droop. This kind of, yeah, this, and then it kind of bows and. Oh. Okay, this is not going to be super symmetrical, but that's okay. As long as the vibe is symmetrical. Okay. Yes. Okay. Another look-see. We've got a symmetrical-ish vibe. Oh. A little bit of chaos to end off the night. Do I really want to mess with this? Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, I guess we're going with that kind of vibe. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So it goes a little further. Yeah. It works for me. Yeah. Whoa. Wow. Okay. It's sleepy time for Auckland. And perhaps you are asleep or working or whatever reason that you're here. It's all good. I appreciate you. Appreciate you hanging out and giving me a reason to create stuff. Hey, it's nice to have a buddy to help you get things done. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night.